signed the bill into law. On the 15th of September, 2021, President of the European Commission Ursula von der Leyen trailed a forthcoming European Chips Act in her State of the Union address. 62. It was announced that the European Union will use legislation to push for greater resilience and sovereignty in regional semiconductor supply chains. 63. In December 2021, India outlined a plan to boost its chip manufacturing base. 64. Companies. On the 22nd of July, 2021, Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger said he expects the chip shortage will get worse in the second half of 2021 and that it will be a year or two before supplies return to normal. 47. On the 19th of August, 2021, Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia, said he expects the shortage to continue well into 2022. 65. While AMSO Lisa Su said on the 27th of September, 2021, that the shortage would improve throughout the second half of 2022, though she warned that supply would remain tight until then. 66. However, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna said on the 11th of October that any prediction of a resolution to the chip shortage by the end of 2022 is optimistic, and that he sees it more likely that the issue will not be fully solved until 2023 or 2024. 67. On the 24th of September, 2021, Taiwan's TSMC said it is actively supporting and working with all stakeholders to overcome the global chip crisis, after its participation at the White House virtual meeting on September 23. 68. Earlier in April 2021, TSMC announced that it plans to invest $100 billion over the next 3 years to increase capacity at its plants. 69. Days after Intel announced a $20 billion plan to expand its advanced chip-making capacity in Arizona. 70. Already in May 2020, TSMC announced its $12 billion plan to build and operate a semiconductor fab in Arizona, their second manufacturing site in the United States. 71. Construction is underway as of June 2021, with chip production targeted to begin in 2024. 72. On the 20th of September 2021, the CEO of U.S. automaker General Motors, Mary Barra, said that the chip shortage has forced a supply chain rethink. Barra said that the company will source more semiconductors directly from chip manufacturers instead of suppliers to adapt to the ongoing global chip shortage. 73. On the 29th of November 2021, Nissan CEO, Makoto Uchida, told the BBC it was too early to say when normal deliveries of microchips, and therefore finished cars, would resume. 74. Recovery. According to a July 2022 article on Voice of America, the chip shortage became a chip surplus in late May and June 2022. Micron Technology said they would reduce production, and the sudden shift caught Micron by surprise. Industry experts have noted that automakers ordered a surplus of chips in the past 2 quarters. 75. References. 1. Wayland, Michael, the 23rd of September.
Yes, so that's 2-part videos, and I like to read this CHIPS Act. I saw it in the news. The President of the United States and the CEO of the Intel and others, they were signing this CHIPS Act. I don't have this document. I think we should read that next. Yes, so now we have to scroll. That was last edit 13 August. That's one I like to add to my read again lists. That's important, because that's something ongoing now. This global chip not chip, chip, global chip shortage, I cannot say that, sorry, I'm not English. No, the world need more computer chips. I just use my own word, not use this weird. The world need more computer chips. So the American presidents and Intel and other big semiconductors manufacturers, they were signing this chip act and do that in the European Union. They did something like that. Let's try 2020. But this will something that will be this need of computer chips will continue the next many years. Maybe they never recover. Presence. That's something will going on for the next many years. So we have to read about this. But let's keep on the read about computers and IT and semiconductors. We're not going to read about COVID-19 and Arizona. I have to do this later because I did that last time. I start to read all kind of other PDF. You can do that later in some weeks when I have some progress in this project. So I have it my read again lists. That's not only, that's a PDF I like to read again. That's the one, some of this there. Now we have to search Wikipedia.
2020 present global chip shortage.
And I don't want to record all my folder names and stuff. So don't need to record all this. So let's search Wikipedia. I already have it open there. And that's the Chip Act. I was looking for the Chip Act. COVID-19 pandemic. I have to read about later, but not now. I'm tired of coronavirus. US, China, trade wars, probably should read about that too, not now. And Taiwan, you should read about that, because Taiwan had some problems against China, and China think Taiwan is a part of China, and they maybe like to go to war. Taiwan don't think they're part of China. Yes, there shortage related to the COVID-19, yes. Toilet paper and all kinds of stuff. You should maybe read about that. But not now. That should be part of COVID-19. Yes, we need to find this Chip Act. Could download a fresh copy of China and Beijing. But we're not going to read that now because I like to keep and we can download already we can download a fresh copy of Ukraine, Neon and Noble Gas. No, fresh copy of Russia, but we're not going to read all this. Stellantis. That's a car we do later. Just start down, just make a new read list, but that's not something we, I have to, every PDF download, I have to write down on some kind, because otherwise I will forget it. I will forget it to read about it. Yes, Chip Act, that's the one there. Now I think we stop. We are going to close this. So, but I don't have to record all this, because that would take 5 or 10 minutes to fix this, and it's not to record more. So it's let's start to upload this and charge this camcorder a little bit. And this camcorder, my old Sony, is charging. But the video just split, and I will record 32 minutes. So that's my old Canon. But every time I'm finished, recording, I'm not done. I have to do all stuff like this. Update my read list. And move this PDF from my Wikipedia folder. I have a folder called Finish Reading. Then I have to upload to YouTube, and then I have to prepare the next PDF. And I have to find kind of logical orders how to read it, so I not just read in random. I have 2 PDF, now sort of a noise. I have this Chip Act and have another Chip something. So let's read this, and I like to get back to read more about this semiconductors companies. The semiconductor manufacturer companies like the TSMC, like the Samsung Electronics and Intel and Texas Instruments, United Semiconductors, something, I cannot remember all these names. So, but I cannot do this because I have a problem. I need so many more camcorders. I need more power to my camcorders. But I'll try to continue now. The power is red.